Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to our class. To begin with, I have here cue cards, and behind these cards are descriptive words. Now, for this activity, all you have to do is to tell me which of your senses is activated when you hear or read the words behind these cards. Are you guys ready? Okay, let's begin. First one, stinky trash. All right, so this activates your sense of smell. Very good. Next one, rough surface. This appeals to your sense of touch. Good. Screeching tire. All right, so these appeal to your sense of hearing. Sweet cake. Okay, so this appeals to your sense of taste. Good job, everybody. Now that your senses are activated, let us begin with our lesson. These descriptive words or figurative language are what we call imagery. Imagery is a figurative language that appeals to our senses, our sense of sight, our sense of smell, our sense of hearing, our sense of touch, and our sense of taste. Imagery is categorized depending on which sense it appeals to. Let's begin with visual imagery. Visual imagery is the use of descriptive language which appeals to our sense of sight. It allows the reader to form pictures and vivid images. For example, her emerald green eyes sparkled under the soft glow of the chandelier, her dark curls cascading down her shoulders like a waterfall. In this example, the reader can actually picture how green the eyes of the character and how her hair looks like. The next one is what we call the auditory imagery. Auditory imagery is a language which appeals to our sense of hearing. It makes writing more immersive by allowing the readers to hear what is happening, whether the character is whispering or roaring. For example, the waves crashed against the shore, their rhythmic roar echoing in the salty air. In this example, words like crashed, roar, and echoing make the reader hear the ocean's power. The next imagery that we have is what we call tactile imagery. Tactile imagery are descriptive words or language which appeal to our sense of touch, allowing the readers to imagine texture, the temperature, the pressure, and physical sensations like pain and comfort. For example, the icy wind cut through my coat, sending shivers down my spine. In this example, icy wind and shivers help the reader feel the cold of the weather in what we are reading. Gustatory imagery. Gustatory imagery is the use of figurative language and descriptive language which appeal to our sense of taste, allowing the readers to taste the flavors as if we were actually eating what the characters are eating in the story. For example, the chocolate cake melted on my tongue, its rich, velvety sweetness leaving a lingering hint of vanilla. The words like melted, rich, and velvety sweetness create delicious and mouth-watering images. Now it's time to practice. Identify the type of imagery present in this example. It was a bright, cold day in April, and the clocks were striking 13. What kind of imagery is used in this sentence? That is correct. In this sentence, we have both visual imagery and tactile imagery. Now it is time for you to create your own figurative descriptions using the different imagery that we have just discussed. Choose one of the following prompts and write a short paragraph using at least 3 types of imagery. Afterwards, you have to share it with your peers and review the types of imagery that you use in your descriptions. Good job, everybody. Before we end our discussion, let me ask you, how did using imagery affect your writing? How does imagery enhance storytelling? Imagery is a powerful tool that breathes into writing. By engaging the reader's senses, it creates immersive experiences that linger in the mind long after the words are read. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Goodbye and see you next time.